Peace and balance, Pisces, and welcome to your January 2021 reading. So this reading is going to be for all of my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Jupiter, and Neptune. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Jupiter, and Neptune. So if your Pisces land in any of these placements, then this reading is going to be for you. I'm going to start off with your personal reading, then jump into your love reading, and then close it up with your business reading. Okay, so Pisces, the energy I'm picking up is that some of you guys may feel very talkative, like very just out there, outspoken. Maybe you're a public speaker, or you assist people a lot, so you do a lot of talking. And then we have this lazy kind of edgy energy. Some of you guys may not want to do a lot, you know, may feel a little bit just torn down or a bit too relaxed where you at, you know, to where as though you don't really do much or put yourself out there as much as you should because of the comfort that you're in. So let's jump into, you know, the cards. Now I have let me see, 18, which is alignment. We have 11, which is ether, and it says the seamless unspeakable. We have 40, radical expansion. 42, reclaim your energy. 24, evolution. All right, Pisces. Now with the 18, alignment, you guys are being called to get back into alignment with your purpose. You know, maybe you were doing something before and you stopped doing it, or you lost your how do you call it, like the drive to do so, you know, because when you do something for a long time, at some point you need to take some kind of break, you know, so you feel kind of lazy, you don't do much of that, you know, you kind of just chill, you know. But now you're being called back to get back into alignment and get back into your purpose, you know, and do what you got to do, because you have a lot of people to help out here. And even though it may be kind of overwhelming, but it's something that you sign up to. Although you can always make the choice not to, you know, and take a different route, you know, than what you carved out for yourself, you know. But it all depends on you. But right now you're being called to get back into alignment and get back to work, get back to, you know, your purpose, and assisting people and communicating with people. I'm also getting like you getting your chakra back into alignment, so working on different these different chakra points, you know, starting with the root all the way to the crown, you know. So work on this individually, like take as much time as you need in those areas, you know, and just heal those part of you so you can get back into balance. So we got the dolphins here, like 2 dolphins. So you guys may be dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, you know. But somebody, you may be listening to, you may need to listen to somebody else, you know, that can help you with that. or somebody is gonna, you're gonna be helping somebody become more aligned or become more balanced, right? But with the number 18, we have 1 which has to do with individuality, and then 8 which has to do with time. So you're putting a lot of time into your own individuality, and just putting a lot of time into yourself and what you can do or what you're doing. You know, you just focus on what you got going on. You're not focusing too much on other people or even at all. You know, you're just focusing on yourself and what you got going on. So that's always good. But do take the time to not, you know, like to actually start to do something, you know, and you know, just do something, you know, instead of going on the opposite side and becoming lazy and just not wanting to deal with anybody, you know. And then overall, number 9, which is 18, rise up to 9, has to do with experience, knowledge, and enlightenment. So you guys may be gaining a lot of enlightenment about something, or the experience that you have is making you gain a lot of knowledge about something, or you may be studying a lot around this time, or researching, you know, looking up stuff and stuff like that. So yeah. And then with the 11, which is ether, 1 representing your individuality, another one representing somebody else's individuality, but the main focus is somebody else, because all together it represents number 2. So somebody else or something else. You may be reflecting somebody else, like you reflect somebody else, like you may not be too different from somebody else. It's like you can see yourself in somebody else, if that makes sense, you know, or somebody reflect to you who you really are, you know, certain aspect of you that you're not able to see, they're able to bring light to it, you know, and it may piss you off, but I feel like for some of you guys, you in that graceful space of being aware of that, of those aspects of you, so you can now do something about it. And you can be doing the same thing towards that other person. You're reflecting certain aspect of them that they can't see, you know, and it can be vice versa, you know. But I'm getting like reflection, you know, you reflect somebody else and somebody else reflects you, you know, and you guys play this part into each other's life. You may need to do a lot of reflection and becoming aware of yourself or aware of each other more, you know, and helping each other. The seamless and speakable, it's like, you know, this person, or this person, or this, it's like it's like you guys have a different type of language. You guys can just stare at each other and have an understanding and have a whole different conversation without even talking, you know. Like, it's like things that don't need to be said. Like, it's like just things that don't need to be said. Y'all just have this mutual understanding about, you know. So that's that. And then with the radical expansion, right? You've been called to focus on your heart, you know. It's something that you're overlooking, and you need to free something out. You need to let something go, you know. You need to let something out, you know, in order for your heart to have more space, you know, because this dragon came out of your heart. So it's something that you were holding on to and accumulated, and it grew. At first it was an egg, then it grew into a dragon, right? But it's like as you're freeing it, you're gonna become one with that, you know. It's becoming something separate from you, you know, and you're gonna be able to utilize that in order for you to do anything, you know. It's like utilizing anger or pain, you know, to do some kind of work, you know. So that's the same thing, but you being called to release, you know. And then 44 represent thoughts, and 0 represent like a extra space, right? So you deep in your thoughts, you thinking a lot about something, You know, you're thinking a lot about like a situation, something that has to do with your heart, you know. Your heart is too heavy, and you need it, you need to allow it to become lighter, so you can make space for something else to come in, you know. It's like you won't be able to get the love that you wish to get until you let go of this thing, you know, of this monster that you created. And it's not really a monster like in a bad way, you know, like it doesn't have to be, you know. A monster is just something out of the ordinary. Like a monster, a fairy is a monster, however cute it is, but it's out of the ordinary, you know. Like, but like this creature that you created by accumulating so many feelings and emotion that you just got bundled up, that you keep disregarding, you know, you need to free it, let go of it. And until you do that, you won't experience the love that you need. And you keep getting attached to people and things that you feel and you think for you and you should get attached to, that are not really. And even though you know, the universe shows you signs, you know, like do certain things, you're still not able to see it, you know, because you're stuck in your own ways. Or, you know, you feel you know, like, how do you call it? Like, it's like you feel, you think you know. I don't know what that means, but you think you know. Like, somebody can tell you, oh, you're still stuck on somebody, and that's why if you're like, no, I've let go of them, you know, I'm stronger and I'm this and that, you know, you feel like you know, but you're putting a wall, you're putting a front, you know, and you may not even be aware of it, because of how long you've been lying to yourself about that, you know. So you're being called to let go and make space for something new, and stop being too deep in your thoughts. Take some time to relax. Take some time to relax, to do something fun, to do something out of the ordinary, something that you don't usually do, you know. Like, just do it, you know. Do something different for a change, you know. And then with the 24 revolution, this is my pregnancy card. Okay, this card, every time I look at this card, I think pregnancy, somebody giving birth, or somebody about to, you know, impregnate somebody else, you know. So that may be happening, or some of you guys may be gaining more insight as far as like your family, and your ancestry, is that how you say it? Like your past, about who you are, or where you come from, you know, who you are, what you are. You're becoming more aware, you know. Some of you guys are like receiving cracking certain, not even cracking, like, how do I even say this? It's like you're coming to certain understandings about certain things that you weren't before, that has to do with your family or with you, you know, on why exactly is that you all the way you are, or why you think the way you think, you know. Because some of you guys, or most of you guys, may be very much different in the people you're around, you know. So that's why you like to be by yourself. But you're very powerful being. And some of you guys may know this already. You're very smart, very aware, very much conscious and subconscious, you know. Like, you're aware of your subconscious more than others, you know. And you may live in your own world, your own imagination, your own little bubble, you know, just to have some kind of comfort, because living in the external world brings you discomfort. And I think that's the thing there, that's the thing that's like hurting you more. It's like you so different that you've allowed yourself to just let that overconsume you, to where as though it stops you from or is stopping you from experiencing the best that life has to give. Because you feel you're so different, so now you just think you're different. Everything else that comes into your space is hard for you to see the similarity more than the differences. Like you see more of the differences and then you push them away. Like you don't even give it a chance. And sometimes it's sometimes we need is the difference, or we need somebody that's really different from us to bring us balance. Because if we get the same person that was just so alike, there's no balance in that, you know. There needs to be some kind of balance, and you guys can like give and take, you know, like you guys can learn from each other, help each other in a way, you know, by your differences. So yeah, so we have 24, 2 representing somebody or something else, 4 representing thoughts, right? So somebody else is putting you in these thoughts. Somebody is making you think a lot. You're thinking a lot about something or somebody else, you know, or just something is bringing a lot of thoughts out of you. And it's like, sometimes, you know, just know that your thoughts are not you, right? And you have to ask yourself whether your thoughts come from, if they're not you. And are those thoughts helping you more than is hurting you, you know? Because now you may start living in your thoughts into something you know not or where it comes from. And you start to live something or somebody else's reality, you know? Or somebody is taking over you to experience this reality, and you may not be aware of it, and you may think, no, you're the one who's thinking this way, and you're able to, but it's the thought that is coming to you because you were such an easy vessel for them to embody and experience your reality, you know, which is bring forward those thoughts, you know, so it can possess other people, you know. That's what thoughts are like, if that makes sense, you know. So remember that your thoughts are not you. You are separate from your thoughts, you know. You attract thoughts, you know, like you attract thoughts and choose the thoughts that you wish to experience, you know, or you wish to push out into this reality, you know, and influence, you know. But don't allow your thoughts to take over you, you know, and start to consume you. And now you think that you are your thoughts, you know, like, if that makes sense. And then with the 24, right, that's 6. So this thought that you're having is what is bringing you a lot of attention. You're getting a lot of attention because of that, you know. Maybe if you're communicating these thoughts that you're having, you're getting a lot of attention. You're being the center stage, or you like being the center stage when it comes to your thoughts, you know. Like, I'm getting some of you guys may be stubborn, like you just like to look at what you know. It's kind of hard for you to, you know, accept other people's truth as your truth, you know, like certain, you know, like you really stuck in your own ways, like in your own thoughts and stuff like that, you know. And that's all you like to communicate, you know. So yeah, that's that. And then we have 42 again. This is still 24 in reverse, 42. So we're dealing with the same kind of energy, but in this case, like, let me start with the message first. We have reclaim your energy, you know, again with the whole, you know, you're not your thoughts, you know. You probably giving your power away, or you've been giving too much, or feel as though like whatever you're doing is like a task or like a duty or a job. Something shouldn't feel like a job. Something should feel like something you want to do, you know, like something that you, just like a kid that wants to play, they just go ahead and play, you know. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be like, ugh, I have to do this thing. Oh, I have to do this. Like, you know, like you don't have to, as long as you know that you don't have to, but you want to, type of thing, you know. But also reclaim your energy. Maybe you've been giving a lot that you've been receiving, or you've been sacrificing certain things like your time and stuff like that, and you're just giving and giving and giving and giving. That for some of you guys, you may be drained, you know, or you may be so drained to the point where you're not even aware that you're drained because you're giving so much, you know, or you're in constant movement and you need to just relax and reclaim, recharge. Don't ever forget to recharge yourself. Take some time alone. If you study a lot, take some time from studying to just regain your thoughts, you know, like just be like, you know, if you're doing something too much, just take some time away from that so you can just, you know, like relax and get your energy back, because whatever you put your attention and your time into is what you put your energy into. So reclaim your energy, you know. And then with the 42, which is the 24 in reverse, right? Instead of, you know, somebody or somebody else bringing these thoughts, but these thoughts that you're having are, you know, influencing or bringing forth something or somebody else, you know. And now this person is being the center stage because of the thoughts that you're having. Your thoughts are making somebody else the center stage, or you're thinking about somebody else, or somebody else is your center stage, like you're admiring somebody else, you know. So yeah, that's that for your personal reading. I'm gonna jump into your love reading. Oh wow, okay. Love reading. We got the 3 wands, the Hangman, and the 5 cups. So with the 3 wands, right? 3 represent environment, and wands represent something that you manifest with, that you will things into existence, right? And you can will certain things that creates a catastrophic situation in your life, or you can will things that creates good situation. It just depends, right? But you it's something that's taking place in your environment. You're trying to will something in your environment, you know, maybe somebody, you know, you're trying to get somebody in your environment. You're trying to move in with somebody. You're trying to get somebody to move. Some of you guys may trying to get somebody else to move in with you, you know, or, you know, you just working on attracting somebody or something in your environment. I'm getting for some of you guys, like, some of you guys may be seeing birds a lot, like colorful birds. But it's like, again, with that laziness energy, you guys are just been feeling like just being in bed, just being like, just somebody just putting a cover on and just sit there and drink hot cocoa and binge watch, or, you know, something like, I don't know, you just been feeling like just being in your comfort zone, you know, being in your own space, in your own triangle, you know, your own space that the thing that you set up for yourself, you know. You got your own little thing going on. You don't want no disturbance from anybody, you know. And you maybe just be dealing with spirit guides, you know, and just talking to spirit, talking to yourself, you know, just enjoying your own presence. But you are in the dark. That's keeping you in the dark, because you're not allowing yourself to come out into the light, into the sun, you know, and having experiences, you know, so you can become lighter, so you can be more colorful, you know, because your experiences are what adds on color onto you, you know. But you still remain to yourself. You may have passion, you may be passionate about just you being by yourself and focusing on whatever and just dealing with the spirit world, you know. But you being in the dark, you're losing your colors, you're losing your life, you're losing your sense, your senses, like your, how do you even call it? It's not even your senses. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but like, you're losing things, you know, you're losing stuff, you know, about yourself. And then, like, for some of you guys, you may need to like focus on your emotion, your feelings. It's like you're running away from it, you know. because you're above the water. You're above the water. Like you're not. It's like you're not in your feelings. You try not to be in your feelings. That's what you build this thing to keep you from you getting in your feelings. So maybe some kind of shield to protect you from you being in your feelings. So you're just remaining above it. And it's kind of making you hard, making you like kind of like rough and tough in a sense. Like somebody like people that comes around you just looks at you like this serious person. It's like you know fun in a sense. It's like you always serious. You always just the party pooper in a sense, but as far as love matter, like I feel like it's not helping you as much when it comes to love. You being in that space, you need to create some kind of balance. Like it's okay to have your time, but it's also okay to spend some time having some kind of fun. But it may be hard for you because you may feel you don't like people wasting your time. You don't want people wasting your time, and you feel as though if you do that, you're going to be wasting your time. So you rather just spend all your time into whatever you wish to focus on. And it's like, hey, who am I to talk, right? And then we have the Hangman. With the Hangman, it's like whatever situation you're in, you put yourself there. You put yourself in the position that you're in. You are becoming more enlightened, and you like being there. You're becoming more enlightened, but it's dry. It's dead. Like, wherever your alignment goes, it's like dead. Like it's dry. It's not bearing no fruits, no flower, no abundance, not much abundance, compared to up here, so you putting yourself down. You're the one putting yourself down, and you feel as though you're getting a lot of alignment. You're becoming more aware. You're becoming more knowledgeable. So that's fine, but you're not seeing how it's too much. Sometimes when it's too sunny, things dry up. Okay, if there's no water, if there's no air, if there's no earth, if there's not this combination, this elemental combination, then things are not going to grow. But if you keep being in this, like in the sun, if it's just the sun, right, and the ground, right, things are going to be dry because there's no water, But it's like, I feel like some of you guys, like, it's like, well, I'm very much knowledgeable. I know this. I'm aware of this. So I don't need anything else, because like whatever, right? But it's not bearing you much compared to if you were to actually balance it out, man. Balance it out. That's why balance is really important in life, But you are where you are, because you want to be there. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries, so an earth or fire sign. You may have this placement in your chart, but yeah, like you put yourself in that space, and I feel like you like being there. You want to be there, and because you're upside down, you're not seeing what you creating. You're not seeing what you're creating. You just focus on the thought that you're having, the awareness that you're gaining, and you're not seeing everything else that's been affected by it in a negative way. Because it's good to have information and everything, but everything has a yin and yang, So just know that you put yourself there, and you always have the choice to get up, and still be aligned and everything, but also have better experiences. And then the Five of Cups. Damn, it's like you guys are like may not even be that focused into love. It's like you guys are just focused in like a business or just studies or just knowledge in general or stuff like that. You may not be too worried, focused on love. And the reason why is because of the bad experience that you've had when it comes to love. You still haven't let go of it, and you've allowed those experiences to put you in the dark, but you're being called to release. You're being called to release, and it may not be something that you want to do because you're gonna have to be vulnerable, and maybe you don't like being vulnerable, Especially if you have a lot of people around you. Definitely don't like people seeing you vulnerable. You feel like that makes you weak in a sense. But it's like you need to take some time to let go of it, because it's like you've accumulated those thoughts and those feelings so much and just put it in the bag that, you know, you became so numb to it that's why you haven't even paying attention to love like that, and you give yourself excuses on why that is, you know. But it's because of that you don't want to be vulnerable. But you're being called to be vulnerable, because it's time to heal that heart. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to create something for yourself, you know. 5 represent feelings, emotion, and what you're emotionally impacted by, you know. So yeah, like you need to deal with your emotion. That's your main focus when it comes to love. You're not even, it's like, no matter how, even if you focus on love, it's hard for you to achieve that. It's hard for you to succeed in that area, because you're not dealing with your emotion, not dealing with your feelings. You're overdoing things, you know, and you're disregarding a lot. So yeah, work on your feelings, you know, getting back control of your emotions, you know, take a hold of that, you know, actually free yourself. Free yourself, man. Free your heart. You know, you're holding on to so much that it's like you trick your mind to think that you are fine, but you're not. Like, and us as humans, we're very good at that, you know. So take the time to work on yourself. Do some energy works, do some healing, you know, do some healing bath, some herbal bath, help you cleanse, you know, meditate, you know, stuff like that. And that can help you out. Okay, I'm gonna jump into your business reading and I'm gonna close it up. Damn, okay. It's like you guys are in a rush to accomplish something. It's like you guys are in a rush to, you know, put your business out there, or just in a rush to receive a paycheck, some money. You guys are in a rush to receive something. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the 9 of Swords. 9, okay, so you having 9 represent experience, knowledge, and alignment. So like I said, spending a lot of time into becoming aligned and gaining more knowledge and stuff like that, right? But with the 9 of Pentacles, I'm gaining some kind of abundance when it comes to your finances, or you're manifesting more finances. You're working on gaining more finances. Some of you guys, your animal totem may be an owl. No, I don't think that's an owl. No, that's a bird. It may be a bird. These are white birds. Or some of you guys may be seeing birds a lot, or white bird a lot. Maybe in your dreams or in reality. You need to focus on your, how do you call it? It's like reach for what you want. You know, if you want something, reach for it, you know, actually go get it, you know. You're not gonna get something just staying where you at. You want something, you go for it. You go towards it, you go get it, okay? You can't just sit there and say, I want this, I want that, but you're not putting in the effort to actually, you know, receive that or attract that, you know. So you want something, reach for it, go for it, you know. You want to do something, go for it. You have a business idea, go for it. You want to talk to your boss about a business idea, go for it. You want just anything that you have in your mind, that's not negative, that's not going to harm you, right? But so go for it, you know. So that's that. Some of you guys may be working on gaining more bringing more financial finances into your space, you know. I feel like when it comes to your finances, you happy. You're not really all the way where you want to be, but you're grateful and you happy with what you have right now. You know, it's not too bad, you know. So that's what I got with that. You guys may feel abundant already, so it's reflecting outside of you, or you need to feel that way more in order for that to reflect outside of you, you know. And then with the Page of Cups, is like you see yourself in a certain space, you know, or it's like you admiring a certain aspect of yourself, you know. It's like a higher aspect of yourself that you're admiring, and you need to actually catch up to that aspect of you, if that makes sense, you know. It's like if you see yourself somewhere, you need to catch up to you being in that space, you know. So if you see yourself, you know, in a big house, work towards actually putting yourself in that big house, you know. So that's what I'm getting, you know. Like, you may be imagining yourself doing something or being somewhere, instead of you just keep imagining actually putting the work into actually putting yourself there, you know. You may feel things are like running away from you. You may feel like things are not in your grasp, or you may feel like things are like just disappearing from your life, in a sense, like things that were there are now leaving. Like, I'm getting that energy of something is leaving, you know. You feel like something is escaping you, or something is running away from you, or, you know, leaving you be. Well, everything that you've had, it's like being removed from your life. And I'm getting for some of you guys, because maybe you haven't been grateful for what you have, or you wanted more than what you could handle, you know, or you wanted something when you weren't ready for it, you know. That's why it's like it feels like it's being removed, or it has been removed from your space. But it's because maybe you weren't ready for that, or you are already ready for that. Because maybe once it's in your space, you don't know what to do with it, or you don't know how to treat it, or you don't know how to handle it, in a sense, you know. Or you may think you do, but you really don't. And you need to work on, you know, like, if you really want that thing, that job, whatever, you need to see the ins and out of it before you actually move towards it, you know. Because you don't know what it may require. It may require a lot from you than you're willing to handle, or you require a lot from you than, you know, is good for you, you know. Like, it's something that might actually be detrimental to your health, you know, or your well-being. Are you participating in it? So everything that's being removed from you doesn't necessarily have to be just bad, or because, oh, like, it's just removed from you because maybe you don't deserve. Like, yeah, you may very much not deserve, because it's not good for you, you know. But don't think it's because you don't, like, it, you didn't, I don't know, I keep getting deserving, but like, it's not really deserving. It's like you, it's something that you work, like, you kid, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, you may deserve it, but it may not be right for you, you know. It may not be the best thing for you. Like, you deserve something better, if that makes sense. And then with the Nine of Wands, again, knowledge, experience, enlightenment, right? And then this is of Swords. So again with the birds, like, someone got me see a lot of birds, okay, or something about the birds. Maybe the birds are like kind of how your spirit guides come to you, or you guys may have a bird in your house, I don't know, or birds around you. But again, with you being in this red, this, like, red represent passion, you know. And it's like you're very passionate about you being in your alone time, but you know internally, like, you're not really. It's like, not everybody want to be alone, like, and even when somebody's alone, at some point they're gonna want to be with somebody, even if that feeling, you know, dissipate. at some point, but they are gonna get that feeling of like, actually, you know, it will be better if they have somebody by their side, you know, or if they have something, you know, whatever it is. But like, I'm getting like you're starting to realize how you being by yourself is not really all that it was you told yourself it was, you know. Like you need to do a lot of releasing, you know. Release a lot of the things that you're holding on to, a lot of things that you're bottling up inside of you, that's putting you in this space of you wanting to be alone or being by yourself. Because you may think it's a good thing. Yeah, it's good, you know. I'm all about telling people to actually spend some time with themselves so they can get to know themselves. But if you already know yourself but you still find yourself in that space, then know you love yourself in yourself. You know, you went way too far. You got stuck within yourself. And that's why you keep lying to yourself and telling yourself you good alone. You feel good alone, but it's because you're lost in yourself. You know, and it's hard for you to connect with anybody else outside of you, you know, the way you should, you know, because of that, you know. So be honest with yourself, and you know, like just know life is about the balance, the yin and yang, the experiences that we're having. You can't allow one experience that you had to stop you from experiencing other things and experiencing the best, you know. Like you are being your own enemy. Or you can be your own enemy, or you can be your own friend. It all depends on the action you take. So I'm going to leave it at this, okay? Because I am tired and I'm finally done with this January reading for everybody. So thank you so much for being in my space and allowing me to bring forth this message to you. I hope you get something and you stay at peace and balance always. And until next time, bye-bye.